The call came in the dead of night. The kind of call you never think will find its way to you. My phone buzzed on a nightstand, the sheriff's name glowing on the screen. My pulse quickened, but I answered anyway, trying to steady the unease building in my chest. His voice was heavy, deliberate, each word weighed down by something I couldn't yet name. "Your brother's gone," he said, pausing just long enough to let the words sink in. "And your daughter, she's missing." For a moment, the room seemed to tilt, the air thickening, the darkness closing in. I sat frozen, the silence pressing in around me, trying to make sense of the impossible. My brother dead. My daughter vanished. Questions clashed in my mind, jagged and relentless. But I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I'd learned long ago that panic fixes nothing. So I listened, every word slicing to the fog of disbelief. The sheriff gave what little he knew, short, clipped details, each one like glass underfoot. A missing person report, a rough timeline, a handful of names. All of it felt unreal, like I was watching someone else's nightmare unfold. When the call ended, I took a long, deliberate breath. I couldn't lose control. Not now. My daughter was out there, and every second mattered. I grabbed my jacket, my keys, and the old truck's ignition roared to life. The road ahead was long, the night eerily still, but my purpose was clear. I was going back. Back to face what had happened. Back to find her. Back to fight for what was left of my family. The highway stretched out before me, a dark ribbon lit only by the beams of my headlights. Each mile dragged memories from the corners of my mind. My brother's laugh, his stubborn independence, the way he'd always insisted on doing things his way. And my daughter, her tiny hand gripping mine, her shy smile, how she'd hide behind my legs when strangers approached. The thought of her alone, afraid, fueled something fierce and steady inside me. When I finally reached my hometown, I saw the small ways it had changed. New signs, new faces, but the air, the feeling, the quiet familiarity were all the same. I parked outside my brother's house. It stood still and hollow, the life drained out of it. From behind curtains, neighbors peeked out, eyes full of curiosity and pity. The front door creaked open under my hand. Inside, everything was just as he'd left it. A coffee cup half full, a book splayed open, a chair pulled halfway from the table. It felt like time had stopped mid-breath. I moved through the room slowly, scanning every corner for something, anything, that could tell me what had happened. Then I saw it, a note on the counter, folded neatly, my brother's handwriting scrawled across it. My stomach dropped. He'd seen danger coming. He'd tried to warn someone. But no one had listened, not in time. As I stepped outside again, the night air bit against my skin. Somewhere out there, in the shadows of this quiet town, my daughter was waiting. I clenched my jaw, fingers tight on the steering wheel. There was no room for doubt. No matter what it took, I was going to find her. I started retracing her last steps. Every witness, every neighbor, every faint whisper of a clue. Some offered slivers of hope. Others only deepened the dread. Still I stayed calm, focused, logic over panic, control over fear. Hours bled into the night. Then a lead, small, fragile, but real. A shopkeeper mentioned a girl who matched her description near the edge of town. I followed the clue without hesitation. The streets were empty, my footsteps crunching against gravel, the distant hum of a passing car the only sound. Every sense sharpened, my heart beating steady, but hard. Then I saw her, at an old, forgotten park on the outskirts, sitting alone by the swings, clutching a worn-out doll, her shoulders trembling. Relief surged through me. But I didn't run. I approached carefully, letting her see me, making sure she knew I was calm, safe. Her eyes widened, fear giving way to recognition, and I knelt down, speaking softly, gently. No panic, no anger, just reassurance. When she finally ran into my arms, the world seemed to exhale. I held her close, feeling the weight of what almost slipped away. My brother was gone, but she was here, and that meant there was still something left to protect. I didn't celebrate. I didn't let relief cloud the truth. The fight wasn't over, but she was safe. And that was enough.